Welcome in, everybody. We're back with another episode of Too Much Movie Night. It's Brian, Alyssa, and JJ here for a Steven Spielberg draft. JJ, how we doing tonight?
I am so pumped about this right now. I can't wait. I'm scared, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more scared than I am pumped. Just because I don't trust you, and I don't trust our guest.
Yeah, I really thought that for a while you guys were just giving me a hard time about these drafts, but across the plethora of podcasts that I do these collaborative drafts, it seems like nobody really liked my picks. So maybe I am just bad at this. But we're here to rectify that tonight with Steven Spielberg night. Alyssa, how are we doing down there?
I'm ready to jump in. I think tonight's going to be intense. It's going to be entertaining. I'm so glad that it's the four of us here tonight. So I'm ready to go.
That's right. We've got a fourth tonight. We had to bring back fellow movie drafter, friend of the pod, the Joey Wright. How are you doing tonight, Joey?
I'm good. So before the show, my wife came up to me and she's like, "So do you need to do any prep for the show tonight?" And I said, "Honey, I've been prepping 35 years for this evening."
Nice.
Spare no expense on the guest tonight. Let's go. Let's talk some Spielberg.
I can't wait, dude. I'm super pumped. Couldn't have thought of a better guest to have for this one. Like Spielberg, we are taking the top 13. There are so many, and honestly, we had to break it down. We had to do just directed Spielbergs because when you open it up to past that, we could be here all day. We could be here all day. So it's going to be hard enough dropping it down here to the top 13 movies. If you haven't listened before, Collateral Drafts, just a little bit different here. We work together. We're not making individual teams. We will be making individual picks for one entirety list of 13. We haven't picked our draft spots, but for the listener at home, Drafter A will be picking slot 1, 5, 9. Drafter B will get 2, 6, and 10. Drafter C gets 3, 7, and 11. And then Drafter D, down there at the bottom, you get 4, 8, 12, and that's why we do 13, folks. Getting an extra pick to that number 13 spot. We also have powers in this draft because we live in the age of, MCU, and, well, DC likes to think they're a part of that. But we've got powers nowadays. Drafter A will get 1 veto. Drafter B will get 2 vetoes. Drafter C will get 1 veto and the oh-so-hard-to-use veto override. And then Drafter D will just get the 1 veto down there. We spun. We know our order. JJ, you got to pick first, buddy. What draft slot do you want?
I have to pick my usual because, like I said, I'm scared. I don't trust Joey down here.
He's the most trustworthy, I think, of the four. It's your buddy over here that I think you should be worried about. Mr. Mess around and do fluffy things at the bottom of the list.
I'm really coming into this night with remembering collaborative comes before draft.
Okay.
So like last time, Alyssa and I, we had this like brainwave going. JJ, I feel like we can get that. Brian, I feel like we can get that tonight. Like we can build this together, guys. It's collaborative.
I think, fortunately enough, it's not going to be whether or not we get a bad movie on this list, but it's whether or not we get all the good movies. I feel like we're working with a pretty good set of situations here. Alyssa, you get to go second. What draft slot? Wait, JJ, you didn't actually say. Did you say slot C?
I'm taking that override.
You always do.
Yeah, I love me some override. I want to keep that. I like that in my back pocket, because just like Alyssa and I have both said, we don't trust people. So going down and over towards y'all. Yeah.
Alyssa, what slot you taking?
I'm going to be unlike myself and every other draft. I love those veto powers, but today I'm going to sacrifice because I want draft D spot. I want to set the tone.
Interesting.
I'm willing to say I made the mistake more than I am willing to let you two F around. You didn't. Plot twist, Brian. You didn't think that I was going to do that, did you?
I did not. I didn't think you know how to use that power down there.
He was looking for those 4 picks. He was looking.
I know. He's been talking about it all day, like just assuming that he's going to be in the 12 and 13 pick. But,
and this is where I love the fact that y'all talk so much together. Like, even when we're doing these drafts and stuff, you're not trying to keep
Be
things
private.
separate. Yeah,
No,
you're
we're too
you're
yappy.
sharing your thoughts all the time, and I love that because then you can just fuck him over like that. Love it. Yes. Go.
She does ask me. She goes, "Hey, what's your bottom tier?" Just FYI. I'm like, I'm not telling you.
I did ask that him
Absolutely
an hour
not.
ago.
So if I take B spot,
Mhm.
I get number 10 and number 2, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Correct. You get 10-2, and you get 2 vetoes from the number 2 spot.
Do I get a third pick or no?
Yes.
Yes,
You get
you have
2
2,
and
6,
6
and
and
2,
10.
6, and 10.
2, 6, 10. I'm going to take that because I feel like once we get to the final 2, me picking 2 means I get to pick 1.
Unless I want to be just a complete ass. I think
won't
it's
be.
going to
You
be.
won't
Yeah,
be.
Brian,
and like I
do
would.
you want friendships after this show specifically?
This is the one that will ruin friendships. So I mean,
This will lose
I
viewers.
think-
if
I
you
think
don't
we all
do
have the-
justice.
I think we all have the same mindset going into this draft. This isn't one that I think that's as subjective. I really think that there's greatness here, and it's going to be recognized. And it's going to be recognized quickly here with the 13th pick. Alyssa, you were going to be on the board. Folks, we start at the bottom, work our way to the top. That's the fun of this. So you've got the next 2 picks, Alyssa. Number 13, toss them to me. What you got?
All right. Well, okay. We're just
Well,
we're
actually-
jumping right in.
No, actually, we're not jumping right in. Hold up. Hold the phone. Let's pull back here.
Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm not
You're
ready.
right. Let's tease it out. Let's banter. Let's talk about Steven Spielberg a little bit. Who is he to you? JJ, who is Steven Spielberg to you? What do you think of?
so my first Spielberg movie that I can remember anyway. I'm sure there might be more, but I don't remember. Definitely Indiana Jones. Those are definitely the ones when I was 5, 6 years old, watching them with Dad, going through the trilogy, the originals. That song stuck in my head for another 6 weeks. Yeah, those were the ones that I really grew up on, and then I remember one of my most vivid memories and most scarring memories growing up as a kid was VHS 2 VHS Saving Private Ryan, and my parents making me and my sister watch that with them, family movie night. And yeah, just the scene, the guy holding his guts screaming for his mom scarred me as a kid.
Sidebar on that, I just did another movie podcast episode a couple days ago where we watched Tropic Thunder. I watched Tropic Thunder and then Saving Private Ryan a few hours later. Seeing that scene, and all I could see was Jay Baruchel sitting there picking at it. I was like, this is ruining the mood. This is ruining the mood
Yes,
for
that's
me.
true. That's fair. I didn't think about that, but yeah, that does ruin it.
Oh, God,
but
that
no,
was funny.
that was my introduction into Steven Spielberg growing up, and I obviously didn't know anything about him. I didn't care about movies. I was a child. I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. But yeah,
Joey, what about you?
everything sense.
Steven Spielberg, what do you think of?
He means everything to me. And I'm going to tell a story. I've told the story before, but I'm going to go a little more slow with it because I usually just speed through it. When I was 11 years old, my grandfather called me at my house and he said, "Hey, Friday, we're going to go to the movies." And I said, "Okay, granddad. Sounds great." And I was starting to go to movies a little bit more often. And I have this really weird memory of going to see Aladdin and seeing this poster of, it was Jurassic Park. It was just a dinosaur. And like any kid, I like dinosaurs. But my grandfather called me and said, "We're going to go to a movie." And I said, "Okay." So he picked me up early from aftercare because it was in like the summer. So picked me up like 1 o'clock, went to a matinee. And it was the first time I ever went to a movie theater. And there was a line around the building. It was a Friday afternoon. Wow. And I was just like, this is unusual. And like, I've been to movies and stuff before. So we go, we sit in, and it was the day my life changed. Like, I have had kids and I've married my wife. Those were the best days of my life. But the day that I saw Jurassic Park in the movie with my grandfather is the greatest day of my life that is not connected to my kids or my wife. And I was blown away. And I remember just saying to my grandfather, like, "That was the best movie I've ever seen, Granddad." And he's like, "Okay, let's go to the video store." Went to the video store. We rented Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Saturday morning, we watched both of them. And then we're sitting there, they're over. And my mind, I'm just like, now I need to consume everything, Granddad. This is amazing. And he's like, "Let's go see Jurassic Park again." So we went and saw it again on Saturday and then saw it again on Sunday.
Okay, that's cool. You got cool,
Granddad. I saw Jurassic Park 14 times in the movie theater.
Oh my God.
That summer?
It was the summer I read. It was my first big chapter book. Was Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Read it on a road trip to Cleveland, and just Spielberg. Like from that moment on, I was a Spielberg kid. You would think my grandfather would start me with E.T., but no, he just threw me right in the deep end with Jaws. And I think the reason that I really love it, and I love Jurassic Park, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, is my grandfather really was Hammond. He really was. And
damn,
I think he was a salesman and he was a showman, and he was just somebody that I loved, and he was this big jolly man, and he reminds me so much of Hammond. And so I loved Spielberg. I love Spielberg for giving me those moments, my grandfather, and just giving me my love of movies. So this was why it's so important for me to be here tonight, to make sure you guys don't pick the wrong movies.
Word.
Don't challenge me
tonight.
During my whole
and don't worry.
Now
I can
that
still
this
pull
got
that
real
off.
emotional, here we go.
Right. All right.
Told you, I might cry tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I love it, dude.
Alyssa, Spielberg, beat that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can't top that. I don't have a good story. I will say, I think that my jumping into Spielberg came more post college, because my parents did a fantastic job with educating me in music, and movies not so great. Like there were certain movies that we went to the movie theaters all the time with my dad, but just there wasn't like okay, we're diehard fans, we're going out on release night. I think the only time I did that was Harry Potter and then Twilight when I was in high school. So Spielberg jumping in, I was a little bit late to it, but my first memory is, I would say, probably Jaws and It. I walked down the stairs as a kid, like at night, to like get a snack or water or something, and I walked in on both of those movies, and it really traumatized me. Jaws not so bad compared to Clowns, but those two classics stand out.
Brian, what do you think about Steve?
What about you, Brian?
Well, no, I same as Joey. My introduction to Spielberg was Jurassic Park. That was one of the first movies that I do remember as a child seeing. Not in theaters, but I don't think in theaters. My first theater memory is Lion King. It's the first one I remember, just the opening scene so much. But Jurassic Park was so different. Like, I remember watching movies that were just slightly older than me, just coming out there and like, practical effects, cheesy, and then seeing this. You get the best of both worlds, from like opening CGI to practical effects. The animatronics that went into the dinosaurs. I don't want to get cliche with this and like make us sound like we are movie critics, because we, at least three of us here on this podcast, we just enjoy some movies. We like ourselves some good movie night movies, but honestly, like, there is something about the cinematography, the shots that you get from Spielberg, so many of those things, and I recognized a lot of that, and like you see the difference between this and some of those, and I think Spielberg, for me, it was a lot of Netflix. Jurassic Park, I think, was the only one I saw until mail-in Netflix came to my house. And when I'm a kid and I don't have all these reference points of different actors or movies to go to, and IMDb wasn't what it is now, or Letterboxd or stuff like that. So like, I would find an actor, and then that's all I would do on Netflix. Next 10 movies in the queue were all from that actor. Ooh, I like that director. Same thing, just load them up. And that's kind of where a lot of the Steven Spielberg, because for me, 90s and 2000s was a lot of what I saw. Dabbled into the 80s a bit, but not until I got older. We just recently did all three of the Indiana Jones, and I don't think I've seen all three of them all the way through in one shot until recently. But this is a guy too that dominated 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. It looks like it's open too. This is
he's a goat.
Hell of a successful man
since he's been out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay.
Are we
ready now?
Let's get into it. We've teased it out enough. Let's get to this first pick. Alyssa, number 13. Don't you dare put Jurassic Park. I think that's all we're really saying here.
That would be hilarious. Okay.
Game face.
Yeah. I think that this movie needs to be on the list because of the representation of just Spielberg as a whole. Joey, you're making me nervous.
I'm waiting to accept it. I'm so excited.
I'm a little bit shaky if you saw me. No, I'm just kidding. It's fake. But the movie that I want to choose is not a typical Spielberg movie, but it gives us some representation of him as a person. That movie, I'm sure if you guys have all seen it, if you're listening, you know what it is. It is The Fabelmans. Thank you. Woo, okay, hold on. I can breathe. I got a little support. I thought that this needed to be the first movie. This is actually why I wanted the 13th spot, because when you see, even though it's not directly a biography or autobiography, when you get to see how much the main character, the kid, is obsessed with making home movies, and it's a joy and it's a talent, and he is discouraged. And other people do not see the value. And I think that beyond it just being a representation of Spielberg and opening up this draft list, it's also such an example that there's going to be a lot of times where people don't support you. They don't see the value. Sorry to make it deep, but what if he would have listened to that? We would not have all these amazing movies. One person being able to give so many people joy, a job, right? Inspiration, like, woo, woo. That's my pick.
I think,
and if you veto it, ooh, oof.
I think too, this one kind of opened up more of me realizing some of the common themes that you see with Spielberg, as far as like the broken home, the father figures that we see in a lot of them. So I think this is a rightful pick with it just being the semi-autobiographical. I like it.
This was why I wanted the 13th pick, because this is exactly what I was going to do. So I did applaud you. You know, and I really have nothing to add, because you really covered all the bases of why this is the perfect movie to take first. So I want to just say one thing, and that's thank you to Steven Spielberg for giving me this final scene of this movie with my other favorite director of my life is David Lynch. And he played John Ford in the movie at the end. Spoiler if you didn't see it, but it's not much of a spoiler. No. But it really gives, David Lynch passed away a couple years afterwards, and I believe it was his last on-screen performance. And just a beautiful, ornery performance from David Lynch. And I remember being in the theater not knowing that Lynch was going to play John Ford, and my wife had to restrain me, because I was I cannot believe this is happening. Oh my God. And so yeah, Fabelmans is fantastic. I'm a child of divorce as well. We'll get into that a little bit later with another movie. But yeah, Alyssa, well done.
Thank you.
JJ, no.
Yeah, I can't even say anything that doesn't. No, there's no way this movie does not make the list, and especially opening us up with this. Yes, 100%. Alyssa, yeah, you. Just like Joey said, you hit the nail right on the head.
Controversy free through one pick. Look at that.
It's
very good. Might I bring up? Granted, it's not the streak running on the movie draft podcast or on the movie podcast here, but over on Too Much Fantasy Football, we made it all the way to pick 5 before a veto was used. That is our new running record as far as collab drafts go. So
okay.
But we used 3 of them on pick 5, so hell broke loose at that point. But I will just say, we went quite a while. I'm interested to see how far we go on this one, if we do. Pick 12, Alyssa, number 2, what you got?
Okay. I'm just going to, I don't hide my stuff really, because I don't want to be sneaky. I want to be collaborative. I did not get to watch all of the movies that were on my list, because my goodness, every movie is 2 hours and 15 minutes minimum. And when we set this draft, I was like, I got to start now. So the next movie I'm picking, if I was doing this myself, I would probably put it a little bit higher, but I want to leave a little wiggle room, because I think there are movies that you guys will probably want on there that I didn't get a chance to see. I watched the thick trailers to try to get a gist of it, but
ones.
Well, the extra long ones, just the cut of
a little
the
bit
good
of
scenes.
extra mustard on them, yeah.
Yes, so just saying that, I would probably put this more in the 9-ish spot, but I feel like it is a safe pick. We've done this movie on the Too Much Movie Night podcast, or I guess on this podcast, but just as one.
No.
What? We've done so many Spielbergs. You have no idea what I'm about to say.
We've done so many good Spielbergs.
These are all good. We already talked about that. 12
Go
and 13
ahead.
are not bad.
We'll rip off the Band-Aid.
Well, you ruined my little
I did.
pizzazz.
I did.
So this has to be on the list. Absolutely. If you guys veto it, it's just because you guys want it higher. Catch me if you can.
Yep, that's...
Ooh.
I'm doing an experiment real quick. I'm
Someone's
going to take a
upset.
photo of my list.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wait, was that in your 12 spot?
Everything's going to plan. Alyssa. That's all I'm going to say. Like, we're doing good. Let's not jinx it.
JJ, why you got that face?
I fucking love this movie.
I do too.
I do too.
Great.
The
This,
rewatchability is great. Like Leo and Tom Hanks. Hello. I don't
And
want Tom
Ratty.
Hanks accents. Yes, the
And
accent.
Ratty.
so
Come
this movie was the first movie I got to watch in theaters. In the theater that my parents ran.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool. Oh,
So,
man.
I mean, I extra love this movie, and it's so. Oh my gosh, like
It
just
doesn't
Dumping
lose
on
its
family
rewatchability.
memories, Alyssa. Way to go.
But I mean, it 100%. I believe it needs to be top 10. That's
I
just
think-
me. I love this movie, and it's just. It's so great. Tom Hanks does such an amazing job with his.
Tom Hanks does great in other movies by Spielberg too.
Well,
that we
he
have to leave
does,
some
but
room.
I mean, I love Tom Hanks in this movie. I love Leo in this movie. I hate.
I'm going to veto it. I'm going to go ahead and veto it.
What?
So vetoes get dropped in the order A, B, C, and D. So I would get the first at it. There's only a handful of movies.
I thought you wanted to make it to 5 or something. What
Yeah,
happened?
he
did.
literally just said that. But
I did, but like there's literally like 3 or 4 movies on this list that I really feel something for, and this was one of them. I've only got one veto, so I'm pretty confident 2 of the other ones are gonna be at the top. I want this one higher. I want it in the top 10. So I'm gonna give veto.
Ryan wants it in the top.
I
10.
do. I really like this
See?
movie. The rewatchability is just—it's disgusting how often I am able to pull it on. The little do like at the very beginning, like the open. There's so much greatness in here, and oh my goodness, the actresses that he is meeting along the way.
Meredith Grey, Elizabeth
Amy
Banks.
Adams, Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, not Meredith Grey. Ellen Pompeo.
What's her name?
talking
Capital
about
One.
Garner. In the
Jennifer
movie.
Garner.
Capital One. Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner. Yeah.
Yes, so many. Like I have to veto it.
Do you know how many times I woke up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with this DVD screen just playing? I love it so much.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Shit.
Sorry to mess
Okay.
up your list there, Joey. I
It's
guess that
epic.
you
No,
have this at
no,
12.
it's okay. It's okay.
But I like this one too much.
All right. Well, shit, guys. I don't know what to do because
I definitely feel like the commentator watching the football game talking about, hey, this kicker hasn't missed a kick all season, and then that's what we do.
No, Brian,
The vetoes.
I totally agree with you on this. I didn't want to waste a veto yet.
I want
But,
Joey's spot with the 2 vetoes. I do wish I had that.
but I do think that this is definitely a top 10 movie, even if it's number 10 or 9. It is.
Yeah.
I'm leaning toward 9 myself, but this is a great movie.
All right. Well then, sorry, I'm scanning my spreadsheet and I accidentally pushed it out of order. So give me just 20 seconds. All right. You did this. You remember that. Okay. I'm going to make a choice for the females out there.
Okay.
This is an
Okay.
important movie. Everyone needs to see this. Joey is already supporting it. He just
I was
doesn't
gonna
even
say
know
I
it.
thought it.
Let me have the color purple. That's not what you
I don't-
thought.
No.
I don't really.
That's
care.
not what he thought.
Listen, I
What
don't.
did you think I was gonna say?
West Side Story. which
Okay, that was one I didn't get to see.
it's
His.
fantastic.
I've seen the OG. I have
know.
not seen his.
I have not
It
seen
was
his
next
either.
on
I'll
the
be honest.
list.
I'm not a huge fan. I know I'm not going to pick it tonight, so don't worry. It's my 14th on my Spielberg list, so it is outside of this. It's an incredible remake.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's much better than it has any business being, but it's not going to be on
Really?
this list tonight. But that's
The
where I thought
trailer
you were
looked
going.
great. I was on my list. I didn't. That was actually like the next one. I just didn't get to it.
I knocked it just because I'm like, it's a remake. I'm willing to bet that I can find 13 others, but I might have to check it out.
It's worth
Not
watching.
gonna lie, I love a Whoopi Goldberg. I just do. I think
You're in danger, girl.
Also, I just felt like when I was looking at all of his movies, like looking at the Oscar nominations, the ones that were won, this had 11 nominations. So
They just remade this one too. I mean, he didn't remake it, but I watched the trailer for the 2023 Color Purple. Oh, Tasty's in it, Alyssa, from Orange is the New Black. Nice. No veto for me because I am now not playing that game. Joe, you got 2 vetoes?
I'm not going to use a veto here. It launched the career of Oprah. Let's not forget that. So that's worth being important. It's a beautiful film. I wrote 12 down that I'm like, these are the 12 that I want to see on this list, and I forgot that we were doing 13. So I got a free spot. And Alyssa, you read my mind with the first 2 picks, so I'm not going to veto you out of good spirit of this draft.
All right.
Nice. JJ, no veto?
I don't think you can argue against this because Alyssa, no offense, pulled the woman card. So we're gonna let it ride. I'm cool with it. I saw this movie years ago. I have not watched it recently. But yeah, she's right. It has a lot of nominations. So yes.
Alyssa, we've got your first 2 locked in. There it goes. You got 3 picks in your first 2. That's awesome. JJ.
And I didn't even veto bait anyone. Look at that.
Oh, there's still time. There's still time. And it feels like you did because you pulled my veto out of me. At number 12. JJ, number 11. Last one before we get to the top 10. Don't screw me and put Catch Me If You Can, please.
No.
What you got for me?
So I am also I'm dipping into the nostalgia still. I think this movie is a great it shows the imagination that Spielberg had in his retelling of a times old tale. An older story. I got to put Hook up here. Okay. I want Hook at number 11. I love this movie. It's great. It's got Robin Williams in it. I mean, I love this movie. I watched it so much as a kid. So many fond memories with my grandparents. I think it's definitely not a top 10 movie. But I think it does deserve to be on the list.
I like it here. I do like it. It was hard to make this list without Hook being on it. I didn't like Peter Pan as a kid. Now, I am a sucker for a retold story, like Maleficent, Cruella. I love what Disney did with some of those. I like the idea of this, but I don't know. Peter Pan always weirded me out as a kid. Something, I don't know. So I just didn't have a lot of affinity for this one. This was not my Robin Williams of choice coming out of the 90s. I guess I'll say that.
Fair.
Joey, you look heartbroken down there. Was this not on your 12?
No. Well,
oh, snap!
Oh, it wasn't.
Oh,
this is probably not. Let me just check. It's out of my top 20.
Wow,
it's a really bad movie. I'm sorry.
But
I don't want to here's the thing about Spielberg is he brings out the child and all this, and I don't want to veto out of the good spirit of this draft. I'm just trying to figure out which one of these 11 movies that I'm gonna have to like. So I'm not gonna veto it because it means something to you, and I think that's important to remember with Spielberg is what it means. I'm just not the biggest fan of Hook. Although has one of the best gags, he's stealing second and he shoots him. That's hilarious.
Yes,
well done. If the whole movie would have been baseball puns, maybe. But I mean, I own it. So how much can I hate? I don't really hate it. I just.
Oh man, your list is gonna shrinking.
So strong. Yeah, So here's the thing: is with Hook, I think there's another old telling of a story and I feel like that's the one that I'm gonna have to cut out, and I don't want to. So I'm gonna have to come back.
Share what
I'm
that
not
one
gonna
is?
veto you. It's Spielberg.
Respect.
You don't have to. I was just curious so I can get it out of you.
No, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to say it because I don't think I can include it's gonna be AI.
Okay.
The one thing with Spielberg is he's a champion of cinema, and when Stanley Kubrick passed away, Spielberg picked it up and finished it for him. And I think it is the greatest telling of Pinocchio that there's ever been. Very relevant for today's times with artificial intelligence, growing as the day goes on. But I feel like Hook and Pinocchio, like maybe Hook represents the fairy tale.
I can get behind that. I like that reasoning. AI was in my 4th tier.
Same.
It was.
I wasn't a huge fan of AI, if I'm being honest.
Freaking was it Haley Joel Osment?
Yeah.
God, he was killing it right around these few years.
It's okay. I'm gonna live. This is what's important.
I respect that. And I respect you. Not that
I did build it too when I was a projectionist. It was one of the few Spielbergs that I got to like build and project. So maybe it's a little tender hearted on it, but that's fine. I can cut it.
I'm finally glad to meet another person that has worked a splice kit.
Oh my God. I miss it.
So no veto for me, Joey. It sounds like you're gonna hold on to that veto.
I'll let this one stand.
Yeah. JJ, not gonna veto yourself.
Obviously, I'm not gonna veto myself.
Obviously, I vetoed one of my own picks before. Alyssa, no veto.
I don't got no veto.
I was gonna say you liked Hook, right? Or like this was a movie you watched younger.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. Peter Pan did freak me out too, though. It was like, ooh, kind of like the donkey scene. Pinocchio, like this is uncomfy. It's like, ooh, you're kidnapping children.
I love the new theory on Peter Pan, though. Or I see new theory.
That's scary, like the one in the honey verse, the one that
the horror,
the new Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, where Peter Pan is actually transporting like children's souls to the afterlife.
Yeah, I watched that trailer. It freaked me out.
Yeah,
so sketchy.
Won't be watching that. You know what? We're not going to be watching anything else here outside of the top 10 because we made it the top 10. There it is.
This is where it gets hairy.
This is where it gets. Joey, you finally get to make your first pick here.
Yeah,
you're picking top 10.
I am. I'm gonna.
Can I just say veto right now?
No, you can't.
Kidding.
Yeah. There's a big question coming up, and that's if we're going to get 2 movies into a franchise.
That was a question I had,
and I think it will make it because I do have 2 vetoes, so I think I'm gonna stronghold my way into that. But because I know Catch Me If You Can is going to get picked at some point, I'm gonna nominate Minority Report. I think it could be Spielberg's best movie of the 2000s. Should we be arrested for the sins we haven't committed? I don't think so. But this is the question the Minority Report asks. Really good introduction to Colin Farrell, if you were not privy to his work. This is when Tom Cruise and Spielberg were working together at the heights of their powers, which was fantastic. I like Minority Report a lot. Please don't veto me.
This was a movie
so I'm sorry, Alyssa, go ahead.
I had never seen this before, and a couple days ago watched it. And unfortunately, I had to watch it in 2 segments because of just when I started it. Oh, but it was almost like where I stopped was perfect timing because when I jumped back in, I had a little less than an hour and it blew my mind. I already want to go back and watch it a second time. And then it just like the shower thoughts about the ethical dilemmas. Like when we see our future crimes, does that influence us to do it more? And I don't have a veto out there, but I would not be vetoing this one. I love this right here.
Brian, I feel like you're unsettled with my choice here.
Or do you want to hire?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't be. That has to be the response.
This was just one of those. So a couple of days ago, when Alyssa had kind of her list looked at, I didn't know what was on her list, but I knew the ones that were on her. I'd love to be able to watch these lists. And it came down to the last couple of days. It's like, hey, if you only have a choice to be able to watch one of these movies left, I was like, I think you should check out Minority Report. I haven't seen it in a long ass time, but I remember being blown away by the concept, by the premise. I hate Tom Cruise. Like, I hate Tom Cruise with a passion. So the fact that like there's a couple of these movies that have him in it is hard for me because Tropic Thunder is the only movie I enjoy his role or him in a movie. I don't know why. I just don't like him. So it's hard because
Tom Cruise, Tom Brady, Tom Riddle.
I hate Tom Brady.
Okay.
Tom Riddle?
I mean, come on. Who likes Tom
Bring
Brady?
the Dark Wizard into it, and that's where you go with? Okay.
Can I sidebar for 1 second to talk
Sure.
about Tom Cruise? Like, you're out on Top Gun.
I've never seen it.
I
won't watch it. I won't watch it.
Let me pitch you this, okay? If I finish better than you, in our fantasy league that we're in, you have to do a double feature of Magnolia and Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh my God, yes.
I will tell you, it will flip your perception of Tom Cruise as an actor. And then maybe you can easily digest everything else.
Oh, I don't want to like him, though.
I know he had a really good run in 99, and I know there's other things there, too.
I'm not big on Eyes Wide Shut, but Magnolia, like, yeah. I too am not a huge Tom Cruise fan, but I will say those are very good movies.
Yeah. Okay. That's all. Sidebar over.
Yeah, I guess I wish this one was going to be higher. I don't have my vetoes.
Do you see the movies on this list?
I don't know. I like it a lot more. So I'll.
Your camera has gone, Joey.
I smacked the table. I was so excited.
So angry, just smacked it. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Like I can't move it. It's stuck here. I do like that it's in the top 10. I'm glad it's on the list. I'm happy about that. But it's just so one of those movies that makes you think. And like, all right, let me watch it again. Let me watch it again. Like, what else is there's more to consume here? So great movie. Absolutely must watch. That's all I have then.
I mean, this is, what was it? Let me look. 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about what was going on in the world at that time, what this movie stands for, like that, this was an actual possibility. To an extent. I mean,
it's even scarier watching it now. I'm like, oh my God, now. I think this is aging even better than I expected.
Yeah. At the time, the Freedom for Information Act came out, and it was just like, holy shit, now the government and the NSA are listening into people and everything. This movie, it was eye-opening.
It's wild, the prediction rate on some of these movies. Just like...
And now they even kind of expanded on the premise of this movie with one of the more recent Chris Pratt movies that came out. I can't think of the name of it. We watched it a few weeks ago.
That Prime movie?
Yeah, where AI actually predicts you.
Is it Mercy?
Mercy.
I didn't see it. I saw the picture and I was like, oh,
yeah. So it's along the same premises of Minority Report, just a little more, I guess, intense on it.
Interesting. Yeah,
but it's some scary shit. Like I love this movie.
Good movie. Good movie.
Top
Stuck
10,
at 10.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see it higher, but I'm not wasting my veto on it. So
wasting? God, insult me.
I don't see how a veto gets used from here on. Honestly, I just feel like it's such like a Mount Rushmore with 9 heads on it at this point. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Interesting. All right, so wait. I'm next.
Brian.
We have 9 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4 have to be there. 5, 6 have to be there. I was gonna take the movie that I vetoed to go higher, but I like it better than some of these other ones, and I feel like I'm a little nervous because like my tier 3, they're all right. It's all right. It's whatever. I don't have a strong affinity. Like nothing pulls me in after my tier. My top 2 tiers, my top 8 is really, I guess, where I'm locked in. Okay. So we're gonna find out how Joey feels about this movie because I just doing research. I enjoyed it. I thought it was another cool premise, something interesting, but it didn't seem like it was universally loved. A more recent movie, what is it, 7.4 on IMDb. But let's talk about virtual reality for a minute. Let's talk about Ready Player One. He's uncomfortable.
No. Continue. I have great things to say about this movie.
I guess I don't have much more to say. I just, again, I didn't see a lot of Spielbergs in the last 15 years, so I try to get as many as I wanted. This was one that always intrigued me, and I've got a buddy that recommended it years and years ago. So I was like, all right, let me give it a shot, and I liked it. I like what they did with it. It was something new. Yeah, Ready Player One, number 9. How do we feel?
I don't have a veto, so
I'll be open and honest. I have not watched this movie.
Okay.
I did not get the opportunity to see it before tonight, so I can't dog you on it. I want to. My heart is telling me say no to Brian.
It's not a bad movie.
No, I mean, looking at the views and like the reviews, watching the trailer, and checking out IMDb.
Massive
Everybody
undertaking with the
has
CGI.
more positive things to say about it. So, it's Spielberg. Can it be bad?
Exactly.
But that's not what we're asking.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think everyone loves love letters, and there's a beautiful love letter to The Shining in it. There's a love letter to The Iron Giant.
Oh, just
Back to
so
the Future,
many.
King Kong. I mean, there's so many little just little nods, and it's such a fun movie. I own it. I love it. I own it on 4K. I passed over the Blu-ray. I say, no, I need to have this in the best definition, best sound possible. I really like this movie.
JJ, when I tell you, I think they reference just about every single movie of his in this, and evidently he pulled out a lot of the references.
It's worth watching.
Movie.
It's a good
but
one.
It's trippy. Just like, oh my god, there's a little bit. The fact that we're doing this draft, maybe that's why it hit me so hard. Was just the fact that we were doing this draft. I've watched so many Spielbergs in the last few weeks, and then Alyssa, are you killing our dog?
Can you hear that? She's having a
course.
wicked dream under my chair right now.
It sounds.
She's
like
plugged into the headset, man. She's playing herself. Ready Player One. No veto for me. Joey, you would be next. Or I guess any thoughts on this movie before we veto, if we veto?
I like it. I am going to veto it though.
All right.
I apologize to you, but it's not from a place of I think you're wrong. I think it's a really great movie. I just see 9 just really strong movies here.
JJ, what's your hard set list if you want to share? Like, do you have a hard 8, hard 9, hard 7?
So
have we entered that realm for you?
I was really struck. I'm right at 6.
Okay.
Are my top 6 because, and I should have asked and I did not. Like, I didn't want to put too many of the trilogies up. Like multiple movies. I didn't know if we could, if we were going to do a little grouping or if we were going to, have a couple of.
I will play nice in the ways of collaborative draft. I want Catch Me If You Can. I want it higher. So I would like to not have to pick it here. But I am very open then to what my pick is because I don't want to keep forcing in some of these mid-tier movies. So I am open to options, opinions here at this spot. If we can all give me, even if Catch Me If You Can goes at 8, just a little bit higher.
I'm at 7.
So you got 2 wiggle room. Alyssa, where's your hard stop at? Have we met that point?
I've got a don't fuck with top 5.
Okay.
But I am down to be team Catch Me If You Can at 8 if that makes your decisions easier.
I would put it at 7 for me. Honestly.
Is this where we open up one of the 2 movies from the same franchise?
I think 2 movies from a certain franchise belong in because I think they tell 2 different stories and touch on 2 different things. Normally, I like, hey, let's package up trilogies and series to get more stuff in, but I feel like they're so distinct and they're so individually important as well as they are together.
Then that answers my question. I'm going to throw in The Last Crusade right here.
Beautiful.
100%.
I think it's a great movie. We get a lot of awesome. We did all 3 Indiana Jones recently on the movie draft or on the movie podcast. So we got to go in depth on all 3 of these. I really liked The Last Crusade, but it's not my favorite. So it is going to go here at 9. It's not going to be the higher of the 2 that I think will make it. If this is the franchise we're talking about, maybe E.T. 2 is the movie Joey's talking about.
It's a very beautiful Thanksgiving commercial. The E.T. 2, but I'm glad that's what they did with it.
Yeah, Last Crusade, great movie. We got to see his dad in this one. Yeah. A lot of the same jokes we got from the first, as we've talked about when we did these movies, 1 and 3 were very similar. 2 was that dark period that Spielberg and Lucas were going through. It was a very different tone. Cool, memorable moments from Temple of Doom, but not quite the nonstop fun you got from Last Crusade.
I think Last Crusade is honestly my favorite indie movie.
Okay.
But as far as Spielberg goes, Yes, I think another one needs to be ranked a little bit higher than this. So Last Crusade at number 9. I love it. I think this is great. Leave it.
Yeah, oh, go ahead, Alyssa.
Oh, I don't
have a veto.
Yeah, I'm like, do I have an opinion? I guess.
Wait, when did you use your veto?
I don't have one because I'm in the last spot, right?
No, you get one veto.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you get a veto. Come on, equality. Everybody gets a veto here.
Well, then veto that shit. I'm just kidding. Just
I
kidding.
was like, wait.
Joey's face. I have never seen a facial expression move that fast. Joey's like, what the fuck? Heck no.
God.
All right, we're
No,
locked in at
love
9 then. Who's up next? Number 8, Alyssa. It's you.
That's me.
Real quick, what you got for us?
I want to say on Last Crusade.
Oh yeah, my bad.
A beautiful River Phoenix time capsule in the beginning of this movie, as young Indiana Jones. And I mean, like I've got daddy issues, and so like this movie speaks to me. But no, I
want to hang out with you as a person.
My best friend from the Indiana Jones Stump Spectacular got me a Holy Grail. That's what they used in the show. So it's very cool. But no, I mean Indiana Jones is amazing.
Why are you not drinking out of that tonight?
Because all my championship rings from all my fantasy football leagues are in that grill.
What a
Look at that
flex.
flex.
That thing's too full. There's no room for water.
You gonna start pulling rings?
I'm kidding.
Okay, I
badass.
love that. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Alrighty, Alyssa, number 8. What do you have for us?
JJ, look me in the eye.
I will put it at number 7. I pinky promise.
I think there's
Over the
another
air.
movie that needs to go at number 7. And I'm gonna put that one at 8.
Well, I don't know what.
But I don't
will.
know.
I will legitly put. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I know.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we
worried
can cheat and just say it, but it's kind of fun to play like the telepathy game.
I'm worried my entire tier 3 isn't going to be on anybody's list.
Probably not. That's kind of how it goes, babe.
I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at my list, and I don't know.
I'm luckily picking 2 in the top 5, so I feel pretty secure with what I have to go with. But yeah, these next few picks, I think it's a
We got
crapshoot
3
in my book.
left. Because like I think we all kind of have you guys have said like 6, 7, 5. For me,
I mean, I have
a solid 5,
one
so
that I
I'm
could
looking at
use in
3.
place, but I know Joey's gonna hate it.
Probably. If you think you're going to. Yeah. I'll say there's one movie I have at 5 that I feel like you have to have there. Although it's a movie I saw one time, and I actually have seen it twice, and I'll show it to my kids one day.
I'm completely with you. I think I'm right lockstep with you on number 5.
I feel like it needs to be here, but it's not one that I want to return to.
Nope.
So,
well, listen, I just watched it.
Yeah, it's
No,
not fun.
exactly. No, I literally won't ever watch it again. But I was happy I did.
That one specifically I struggled with because yes, the rewatchability is low, but the must watch at least once is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
How funny the movie we're talking about we haven't named, and yet we're working on a list right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie you're talking about. If I'm being
I
honest.
just gave you a nasty clue, JJ. So if you can't,
I
put it together-
I wasn't
probably-
listening. I was looking. Over
Oh my
list.
God.
That's what you
I'm
get
so
for not
sorry.
paying attention in class.
I know.
Okay?
I was being the ADHD kid, and I was zoning out.
We should.
So that
make
movie's in my
jokes.
top 5.
that
Is-
would be
am
my
I
number
wrong?
5
It'd be my number 5 too.
because there's 4 that have to
Who
go
picks
above
number
it.
5?
The 4 is just
Ryan.
like it's easy.
I think I would agree with you. There are 4 that have to go above it. Okay, we're really making this list now.
And that's what I'm saying. It's 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8, and I.
Okay, here since it's my pick. 6, 7, 8. Right? It's that little cusp. They're kind of the same tier. Because I know that JJ can make a solid 100% great pick at 7. I think for number 8, which I would put this at maybe 7 or 6 if it was me, but we're going collaborative. I think that number 8 should be Saving Private Ryan.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
happy with that.
So yeah, that was the one that I was definitely going to.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I
'Cause
would
honestly, if someone whips out that bullshit about 1010 or whatever,
Adventures
No.
of 1010.
Okay.
that's where my veto.
I turned that on for like
Listen.
20 minutes and let's turn this shit
Get it.
off.
Get it off the screen.
I,
I'm starting to get worried that there's going to be a movie that's not going to make it that I really like.
I might cry that I vetoed the one that
I still have a veto, and like I feel like that's what I'm saving it for, is because I feel like 6 of these movies I know are going to make it, and there's just one that's kind of floating out there. But I get to pick in a minute, so I think that's just what I'm going to take.
I'm really nervous.
So wait, we're on to number 7, right, JJ?
Yeah, Brian, go ahead and type it in.
Catch me if you can.
Perfect. I was like, I know 6 of Joey's last 7, and I'm worried that Catch Me If You Can wasn't okay. Cool.
No, that was going to make it in.
I will be honest. Yes,
go ahead.
Alyssa,
It's your movie, JJ. Talk about it.
Well, no, I was going to say I would flip flop 7 and 8. Yes, Alyssa, 100%.
Okay.
But I was focused in on looking at something else, and I was not listening to the gang. So my apologies. Either way, I think they're both amazing movies. Mm-hmm. Tom Hanks. Yes. Saving Ryan's Privates at number 8.
I'm not vetoing this. I'm going to say this is the one Spielberg movie that holds a place in people's hearts that were born after like 1990.
Yes.
That doesn't stick as hard with me, but I respect it. Yeah. Like I love the movie, but like there are like 9 movies that I'd put ahead of it easily.
Yeah.
But
I'm a sucker
like
for.
It's like I'm a sucker for. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for those like based on a true story. Even though a lot of this was not even based on real, however it actually played out. But I think I do boost some of those movies up a bit more. I talked about it earlier. I really like.
I love how he never stops.
I can understand what you're saying about the generational thing, though, because when I watched this is actually, looking back, this is probably my first like Spielberg movie outside of the iconic classics from childhood, and it's very different. Like I didn't realize it was a Spielberg movie at first, so I see what you mean.
Yeah, what I kind of like about it too is it's the last young Leo movie. Mm-hmm. After this, he got older, and it's like the last time we get Jack Dawson.
Yeah.
And he's kind of a little shitbag, Jack Dawson, in it. And so that's nice. It's nice to have that. And then I think the year after this, he does Revolutionary Road. And that's such a hard turn. And I love Leo, one of my favorite actors. But yeah.
Alyssa, Joey was referencing Titanic there. If you didn't catch that, as a non-viewer of Titanic ever, you've
not seen Titanic?
She's never seen
Titanic.
Oh.
When you play 2 Truths and a Lie, I win every time. I am not watching Titanic. The amount of times I've had to hear the soundtrack when I go to 90s concerts, I have had enough. I know the story. I know how it ends.
So we have
now I'm just like, I can't watch it. I've gone this long without.
We have a game in our house where I can turn on any movie and Alyssa walks out of the room, or since she's not in the room, and she can hear the first few seconds and name most of the movies. I try to get her with this one all the time. I'll turn on Titanic, and she's like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this. Damn it, is this Titanic? So she knows the sound of the first 90 seconds.
It's really good.
It's worth the watch.
I know it is. She's got it's this. Just like a silly little, like I'm stubborn in silly little ways, and this is one of those ways.
I think it's really important to save big movies to never see them and then go experience them in the theaters. There is a big hole in my movie watch. I've seen like really, if there's a movie list, those AFI lists, I've seen them all, but there's one that I've saved for myself because I want to see in 70 millimeter on the biggest screen possible. Ooh. I've never seen Lawrence of Arabia, and I'm saving it for like maybe when I'm 50 years old, I'll find a way to go see it. But like I've never seen it. Yeah, that's
really cool that you save that for yourself.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's what I'm doing with Top Gun. If I make it to 100, I'll watch Top Gun.
Yeah,
just wait until you see Top Gun 2. It's even better.
Funny thing about Lawrence of Arabia, it's the one movie Spielberg watches every year. And he says he watches it to humble himself.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And you being a fan, like, and you haven't seen it.
Because I want to give it its just due. I want to see it in 70 millimeter, the biggest screen possible. And an anniversary year is going to come up. I missed it by 1 week the last time I was in New York, and they were showing it at the Lincoln Center. And the last time my friend went to the Lincoln Center to see 2001, he actually met Steven Spielberg in the lobby of the movie theater.
Oh my goodness!
Is that a 3-platter movie, or is it only 2 platters?
It's 3.
Millimeter?
It's 3 hours and 45 minutes. It's a long.
Okay. Yeah.
I've always wanted to go see one in like 70 millimeter. Like the big nice theaters. Go check them out. But maybe when we're in New York, Alyssa.
I'm so happy, Joey, knowing that you used to
chop it up there in the projection
used
booth.
To be a projectionist, man.
Sounds so fancy.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well, Joey, what we don't know is the 6th movie on this draft. What are you picking next? You've only got 2 left.
I know. So Catch Me If You Can just went. Private Ryan. Okay, I'm going to my list. All right, because I'm afraid it's not going to be taken. And I love this movie for me because I'm not the most religious person. But for me, this is Steven Spielberg's movie about religion and faith and having faith in what you believe in and seeing, like, I know this is real. I know this is going to happen. That's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's the movie that Spielberg wanted to make before Jaws, but he had to wait. And then he made it after Jaws when he had the money and the funding. It's a beautiful movie. It's one that I just kind of put on and I just kind of meditate with. I love it. I would have it above the one about the lists. But not the other one with the flying basket alien guy. But yeah, Close Encounters will be number 5 for me, but I want to take it now to make sure it gets on the list. Please don't veto me because I have nothing else to put there that's even close to how good Close Encounters is.
I was actually going to put it at 4.
Okay.
I've never seen
no
this
arguments
one.
There.
Never seen this one. I've heard so many great things about it.
Yeah.
I'm also hit or miss with alien movies, sci-fi. I don't like the undefined rules. I don't like when writers, they can just pull something out of nowhere, but because it's a sci-fi or it's a made-up world, they have no rules and they can do stuff like that. No. You've got a movie arc, and we've been playing with no plasma guns the entire time with these aliens, and at the last second, somebody pulls out a plasma gun to save you. You know, it's stuff like that. I don't like.
It's not that kind of movie.
And that's why I'm always pleasantly surprised when I do watch the movies in the genres I don't like. I'm like, all right, cool, this was great. This is how you do it right. But I don't always give them as much. You know,
you're not as attracted to them naturally.
I need the reference. I need somebody to tell me. So I've read enough that, all right, this one's a good one. So this one will be hitting my watch list here over the next couple weeks, months. But nothing on it.
I don't know. I kind of want it higher, if I'm being honest.
I won't take it with one of my 2 picks just because I haven't seen it. I'll throw that out.
I mean, just because it's the sci-fi movie, but he leaves such an air of mystery around everything.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to veto this. I would just honestly, I would take it and just put it in number 4 spot, which 2 spots fine, but no, I'm gonna leave it.
I feel like
great movie, great movie though.
I want to say something about it, but not try to give it away. Because they're trying to communicate with, and a interviewer brought this up to Spielberg that said, was it intentional that you had them communicating between music and numbers because your father was a mathematician and your mother was a musician? Spielberg started crying. He's like, I never connected that. Thank you for giving that to me. And this thing with Spielberg, it's so deep, and we're going to get into another movie in a little bit, and I can't wait to talk about it. It's really deep. Oh my god, so much fun tonight! Yeah, this is the best, guys. Thank you for being here for my podcast. Thank you.
So listen, no veto from you.
No veto. Nope.
Nice, folks. We made it. Top 5. Here it is, and golly, I think it's called appropriate, the fact that I get to draft this movie. Just as far as I go way off the rocker with some of my picks. I might go a little deeper. Just I like a good laugh, and damn it, there's not a single laugh in this movie.
Okay.
I was like, what movie are you picking?
I watched this. Right now? I watched this for the first time 2 days ago. Alyssa and I sat down. I was like, hey, this is a long one. We're going to need to find a chunk and really be able to bust it out. We can't watch it late at night because I know I will fall asleep. Just the tempo of this movie. I don't think I knew that Liam Neeson was the star of this movie. I don't think I realized that he was Schindler. And
the most pleasant surprise. Didn't know I love a young Liam Neeson.
The voice. That voice cuts through immediately.
That man is tall. The way that his coat is extra long, he looks, he is huge, man. He is.
There's trapping for Schindler's List. Look at you go.
Right.
Alyssa's turning it. Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
But Schindler's List it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I will ever watch it again. You know, I don't think I'm ever. This is not a movie night movie, even though this is too much movie night. But like, it's one I think it's worth watching, as far as just like what it has to offer. So Schindler's List.
You know, in high school, when you got to read, well, my experience, read and watch about Anne Frank, I'm like, why didn't they show this? The way that he took historical, because everything I've seen about that time period is historical, right? But then he brought in the emotional, and he brought in a story that allowed you to see the emotion, but in a realistic way. Like, it didn't feel like it was this Hollywood fabricated story. It felt like somehow they got a film crew in there in that time, and we were just able to see all of this, and it was moving. I love to jump into movies that I've never seen, and I don't look up a dang thing about it. And Schindler's List, I had no idea what it was about. I had no idea that it was about the Holocaust. And so turning it on I had to pause after about 15 minutes, and then I did look up the summary to brace myself. But yeah, this is a movie that's moving. I think everyone needs to see it at least once.
Maybe now more than ever, people should watch this movie. I don't know.
That and watching Minority Report, I'm not gonna lie, mess with my mind. Just watching it now in 2026, it's like, wow, this is crazy.
I have this very unique memory of Schindler's List, and it being the first movie that was on broadcast television. They had an advisory, like, there will be nudity, there will be violence. We are not editing a thing out of it. And it aired on ABC on a Sunday night where you could watch it with your family. And that being like, this is important that people see this, that they, because we live in a pretty, clutch to pearls country. I like, I don't want to I'm not getting political or anything, but like to show like blatant, obvious nudity and the amount of violence that's in it, but there's a reason that it's there. And it is a beautiful film. I mean, the girl in the red coat is breathtaking how they use that as a plot device, and it's crushing. And a great villain performance from Ray Fiennes. Like, you have to say he's pretty convincing. But yeah, it's a beautiful film, and one that I will watch with my daughters one day, and then probably will never watch it again.
Yeah, this is definitely the more, I guess, for lack of a better word, educational. You see the realities that came across, and yeah, you watch it once, you never watch it again unless you watch it with your kids.
You know what? Sorry, this is just like dumping, but watching this, I've been to the Holocaust Museum in DC. And
very humbling.
Oh my God. When you go across like where all the shoes are, and in that scene where they're just ripping these people's belongings. Oh, yeah. Sorry. That just came to mind. I just had to share. Like, it was such a moving moment. There is a couple of scenes I just had to pause and take a little lap around the room, get some fresh water, and then come back and sit down, because it's just a little too much to take in at once for 3.5 hours or whatever it is.
And I love how black and white just personifies the entire thing.
And it wasn't even bothersome. Like, that kind of stuff usually
you don't notice it because of
the time period that's covering and just everything else. So no veto here.
No. Yeah. Well, let's get on a lighter subject. Let's go into our final 4 picks here. Let's get into the happy movies. Happy. Alyssa, it's your last pick. I'm kind of happy about that,
Okay. This is like
it is
a telepathic moment.
This is what's getting interesting.
Are we all on the same page?
Yep. We just got to phone home on this pick.
Before you make your pick, I want to say I do not care the order of the next 4 movies that they go in.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes the pressure off. Yeah. Cool.
Well, then, I do, and I still have a veto left. Yay!
Well, Brian just said it, but I think this one needs to be E.T. I'm not gonna.
Okay, I'm cool.
Do any fluff to get into it. Yeah, needs to be there. Drew Barrymore as a child actress. Oh my goodness!
I did not realize that was Drew Barrymore until shit, 6 years ago when I watched this again. I was like, holy crap.
E.T. is really a great way to like introduce aliens to us because he's so cute. He's not very threatening. Like, he's not gonna hurt you. He can barely run. He doesn't even have kneecaps. Like, that's so adorable.
Barely
All the
run.
other aliens.
Watch your mouth.
That's the freaking sound that he makes.
Running through.
Oh, my gosh.
I hate that one of my favorite tweets though is this guy was like, I don't care what you say. Me and my friends would have hit E.T. with a sack full of hammers. I couldn't even say it without.
I was gonna say, yeah, you trailed off there at the end.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's me and my friends would have killed ET with a sack full of hammers. Like, it's so bad. It's so terrible. It's like, God damn, that's America. I love it.
And what this movie did for Reese's Pieces.
Yeah,
Pieces.
Right.
Pieces. Reese's.
Eminem turned them
Reese's
down.
Pieces.
I couldn't
That's
believe it.
crazy. I always love that little factoid. That like
Yeah.
missed out.
Here are my two things on ET. The reason this is the greatest children's movie ever, in my opinion, is it's shot from the point of view of the kids. The camera's always, and that's absolutely beautiful. And I think the first 30 times I watched ET, I was just like, oh, this is a beautiful family movie. And I never really understood why I connected with it. And then you realize next time everybody watches ET, watch the mom the whole time. This movie is about how divorce will wreck a family and bring a family together and during hard times. And like as a child of divorce, you watch ET, and from the mother's point of view, she's just trying to keep it together.
Yeah.
And like, she's taking the pictures on Halloween, and she's got tears pouring down her face. She's having phone calls off camera that we don't know about. She's going through it. Her husband's cheating on her, and
Yeah.
Man.
it's layered, man.
The depth.
It's so deep. I'm done.
Well, looks like ET's gonna sit here. I guess 3 y'all do have vetoes. I'm just left alone, no veto tonight. That's awesome.
I can't. Joey, you fucking called it.
What?
Can't veto the top 9.
Yeah, I don't.
We
think
haven't
people are
had a
gonna, unless you
veto
want to change the
since-
order. I don't think any of these are gonna get bumped. JJ, you got number 3 here, man. Last pick of the draft for you. Opening up the top 3. Would it be?
I mean, I would have put Raiders on there. I get just because the other 2, I think, need to be higher than Raiders, just because of what they are.
My top 3, no, 2 and 3 were interchange. Like you could have changed either one of them. I wanted ET at 4, and I do have a number 1.
Oh, so you are putting the pressure on me.
Because
I've got a veto left.
I love Raiders here. Raiders is amazing. I think
also
this
have
is
an
one of the
override.
greatest openings of all time to a movie.
Absolutely.
Just that the jungle scene, the panning, just what we got from it. Again, I don't want us to sound smarter than we are, but the cinematography, like just what you actually get outside of just what you're watching as a movie, the bigger picture of it it's incredible. Raiders of the Lost Ark is. I'm glad we got 2 of these on here.
Yeah. The poster to my left is Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, I'm not objecting whatsoever. This is a top 10 movie of my life. But on the Spielberg list, it's at 3. Because I think they're 2 more important movies for Spielberg.
100%.
So locked in?
I think we're locked in. We're going to number 2. Joey, you got number 2.
And Brian, I'm just going to try to read your mind here. I kind of opened the story talking about a movie. And I think, oh man, I think there's one that's important and one that's like important to your heart. For me, there's one that's important to my heart. I do feel like there's one that's more important, but I feel like you want the one I talked about earlier to be number 1.
I think you should listen to your heart, not your head.
Listen to your heart.
So wait, so I'm going to use my head to put number 2 there and have my heart at number 1.
Yeah, yes. You want to play.
Might be the most important movie ever made because it changed the way movies were released and it created the blockbuster.
Yep.
And that movie is Jaws. And you can tell me 1 and 2. I'm not going to argue with you. Even 3. Let's bring Indiana Jones back into it. I'm not going to argue, but Jaws is incredible. My favorite viewing of Jaws, if you have the option to watch it in an inner tube in a pool, that is the best way to watch Jaws.
Absolutely not.
I've done it on a couple occasions. Yeah, like a little projector screen, then just let your feet dangle in the water.
No,
we might be doing that in a couple
amazing.
weeks, Alyssa.
No,
it is just a truly wonderful movie. Above my head is the Orca Lego, like with the shark coming out of the water. I could bring it down in a second, but it's very stuff. Spielberg is all over this room, guys. Jaws, it's great, and the best scare in Jaws is not even the shark. I don't want to spoil it, but there's like a guy in the water. Yeah.
I just love how so many movies reference Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
everyone knows, like the cover that's behind Joey. Oh no, Joey!
It's okay.
Okay.
Shark next to it too. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay. It's all good.
I got so nervous for you. Like, how many pieces is that thing? But Jaws is iconic. Everyone knows this movie.
Yeah, it can't be understated what this movie did for just Hollywood, what it does for, like Joey said, the blockbuster. Me, as you know, I'm a beach kid. You know, I grew up. There it is.
So it looks like the end of the movie.
This is after the mouth got blown off. But yeah, like just a beach kid. I grew up near the water. I've always had an affinity for that. My mom, lifeguard growing up, you know, she talks about that often. She talks about watching this movie, you know, when she was a kid and just, you know, going to the beach and what that all did. Like, that's just, my mom doesn't watch a lot of movies. This was one of the 5 movies she did watch, and I watched Jaws way too soon. You know, just like so many others, I wasn't ready for it. But you know what? I found a way and I got back in the water, and I still haven't been bit. So, yeah, Jaws, incredible movie. I'm glad it's up here. Mythbusters kind of ruined it for me, though. You know, they had to disprove the final scene.
Oh,
bitches. Alrighty, here it is.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. I am number 1.
No, you're not.
So many great movies to pick here. I'm going
to have a veto if you want to be funny.
Yeah. Oh, I thought about, I'm like, do I go War of the Worlds right here?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Veto that right now, because I can override that and keep it in that spot.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we know what it is.
Yeah.
We know what it's going to be. Vince Vaughn's opening to Hollywood. Jurassic Park 2, baby. Yeah. Let's go. That raptor scene at the end. Let's go. She's flipping on the poles.
What's a high hide?
What's a high hide, dude? I'm going to go Jurassic Park 2 here for number 1.
Veto.
All right, cool. Thank you. I was actually going to be heartbroken if nobody did.
I was going to say, honestly, leave it. Let him sit in that. Let him own that pick.
I thought it needed to be brought up. I didn't think it was good enough to make this list of my 13. It was right around 14-ish for me. But Jurassic Park 2, again, I love Vince Vaughn. Absolutely love Vince Vaughn. Yeah. So
Raptors in the grass. Great concept.
Yes. So scary. I watched that scene probably more. I watched Jurassic Park overall more than I watched Jurassic Park 2, but if I just had to watch, if I only got 10 minutes of a movie to watch, it was the ending scene to Jurassic Park 2. Like, that was just so action-packed and going. But we touched on Jurassic, or I guess Joey and I did a little bit at the beginning. This movie is, what kid doesn't love dinosaurs? What kid doesn't love dinosaurs? And the fact that it's not cheesy, you're not looking at it and like, it looks fake as hell. No, this stuff looked good. It was action-packed. You have so many references. I had a glass of water I was going to shake at some point tonight until I splashed it on my keyboard, so that was just a bad idea. The Jeeps, the gun, the flashlight, like the when she's flipping those switches, what's her name? There at the very end, she's got to like recharge everything, and she's going down. Oh my God, it's just so like satisfying just seeing her do. I've always dreamed of walking up to an electrical panel and being allowed to flip that many switches and push all those buttons. Like, I can't tell you what that does for me on the inside.
You're a Nickelodeon kid. Like that screams Nickelodeon kid. Just all those little challenges and like knickknacks and doodads and whoosy whatsies. That's
So the
Brian.
Lost Temple. What was it?
What was that game show?
Hidden Temple. Hidden Temple.
Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Mhm.
Loved that show. Are you kidding me? I got the hat behind me. But yeah, anybody else? Jurassic Park. Whatever I left on the bone there.
I mean, it showed that your summer blockbusters don't need to be stupid. Like it's so smart. The science in it does make sense. Hello, people. It really does. Quick little side note about it. Like, who did anybody have a better 1-2 punch than Samuel L. Jackson with Jurassic Park and Pulp Fiction back to back? Like,
Yes.
Unbelievable. Like, it's a great movie. We just showed my youngest last because we knew we were doing the show. Not that I needed to watch it again, but I was like, let's watch Jurassic Park. And that T-Rex scene, the T-Rex paddock scene just slaps. It's so good every time. I felt bad for my family because the whole time we're watching, I'm just like, this is so good. This is so good. Like, there's 15 iconic shots in one scene. Not many directors get one in their career. Spielberg gets like 12 in like the 45-minute chunk in the middle of that movie. It's amazing.
Well, just that without Jurassic Park, movies would not be what they are today.
Mhm.
They created CGI. They created what we have in 100% of our movies today because of this movie.
Right? Michael Bay's career would have been done in 2002 had they not had CGI.
Yeah. I mean, watching what is it, the movies that made us, that Netflix series that's on with just the Jurassic Park episode. How much of that I didn't know growing up as a kid, actually filming during a hurricane in Hawaii.
The real dinosaur eggs too.
Yeah. No, but like all of that, it's just absolutely amazing at what they did for this fucking movie and how it made today what it is today.
I got 100%.
Oh, he's bringing more.
Dude, that thing's so cool.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. See? Nobody cares.
Wow.
And then it
That's
does
so
a little.
cool.
Oh my god, that's badass.
Oh, that's so freaking cool.
Awesome. I've wanted to film with antifreeze, but I haven't gone that far yet.
Have you ever used that for like
travel?
I don't know.
You can put your weed in there, man.
It does spray out. No, it does not do that. I wish it did that.
That would be cool.
Put your weed in it, man. Yeah,
Another movie for another time.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really crushed that this Jaws Lego has just exploded on my floor.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring
to
that
hide
back
it.
up.
I'm heartbroken over it.
I'm just like, oh my god. But I get to rebuild it. That's the great thing about Legos. I tell my kids all the time. It's okay if it breaks. You get
as long as you got the book.
But I've got this 4,000 piece Home Alone set to my left over here that I'm building.
Is that what it is? That's what it is?
Oh yeah, it's the Home Alone house. Yeah.
You're teasing
now
that
I have
on Twitter
before this episode comes out.
Right. Alrighty, so let's go through our list here, bottom to top. At number 13, we got The Fablemans, The Color Purple, Hook. At number 10, Minority Report, The Last Crusade, Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And then for our top 5, Schindler's List, E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws, and Jurassic Park. I think we did it. I think we did a
fine job, and Mr. Spielberg would be very, very proud.
I think there's only 2 spots that I would swap, which I think is very good because they're still very close together.
Is that 7 and 8?
7 and 8, I would swap them, and then 4 and 6, I would swap them. If I'm being completely honest.
If we left Catch Me If You Can at 12, I'd be interested to know what ended up going at 7.
I think it would have all just moved up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I don't know if The Color Purple would have made it higher up.
No.
I don't think The Color Purple would have been taken.
It wouldn't have been on. I mean.
So does Ready Player One end up getting played somewhere there at like 11? I don't know.
Probably.
I would have pushed AI.
AI? Okay.
Yeah.
I was half tempted to throw The Terminal out there. As a as a low end, potentially number 11.
I forgot all about that one. Dang.
I haven't seen it. I didn't make it to it.
What do we leave off?
I've never eaten ketchup on crackers, but I've always wanted to try it because of this.
So yeah, Alyssa talked about the Adventures of 1010, which
No,
that wasn't going to
absolutely
happen. There was War Horse,
War Whores are not gonna happen on this.
the Lincoln Munich Duel Bridge of Spies.
Munich is really good.
Have you seen
I've
Lincoln?
heard-
I have not. Is that what was that?
It's more of a
goodie?
Daniel Day-Lewis than it's a Spielberg movie, to be honest. Like,
Okay.
always. It's a sweet movie. It's Audrey Hepburn's last movie, and we named my daughter after an Audrey Hepburn character, so that's kind of cool.
Aw.
But yeah, always gets crapped on, and it's like, okay, it's not the best movie, but it's really, really sweet. It's about forest firefighters, like the planes that drop the water on the
okay.
fires. I forget what those people are called. They're wonderful people, those people that do that. But it's a love story. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Add that to the list.
Well,
What's
folks,
his worst movie? Let's crap on him real quick because we've said so many great things.
The Adventures of 1010.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crystal Skull's pretty terrible.
Yeah,
Please.
Crystal Skull's gonna
That's
take
it.
the cake for me. I never really liked the BFG.
The big
Okay.
fucking giant.
Yeah,
Got it.
That's all I think of when I hear the BFG.
I mean- what else are you supposed to think? Like,
Friendly.
Friendly, yeah.
well, I think it's because
fun.
what is it? BFD is big fucking deal or something like that. I think that's the association I do with big BFG.
Well, it's a
I never saw it.
children's
NFG,
movie.
like
So
NFG, new fucking guy. Like,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
God.
Never saw it. Never saw it.
Ah,
Joey, hey, I think this was a success. I think we pulled it off. And
couldn't have done it
I'm
without you.
glad we had you here to do this.
how do you feel about it, Joey?
I feel great. I had 12 movies and we got 11 of the 13 on the list. So I'm not complaining. And I said some really terrible things about Hook. And like, listen,
I won't forget that.
it's fine. Don't forget it. I should have been there instead of Hook, but that's fine. We're in a good spot. I love coming on this show every time that I force myself to come on it. It is such a blessing, and I'm so glad I've met you guys. Let's do this again, but I'm gonna wait until you ask, and it's gonna be really hard. I'm gonna do it. I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being here, and I could rest assured it's probably not going to be too long here.
And we love like come in and force yourself in. You're welcome anytime. Like we love that. And better yet, if you want to pick your topic. That's
Well,
okay.
okay,
too.
so I'm going to put you on the spot right now. 3 topics that you would potentially be interested in joining us again. What are they?
Of course, the Tom Cruise movie draft. Like,
Ooh.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I won't be
kidding.
on that one.
I'm kidding. No, like, I don't. There. Oh boy, you're really putting me on the spot.
Wait,
Yeah, I am.
who did you say? I feel like I just saw you the other day because I watched trivia the other night. But who's your favorite? Nicole Kidman? Is she?
Oh, if we did a Nicole Kidman collaborative draft, oh, that would be delightful. And then we could get some Tom Cruise movies next. I could talk about Eyes Wide Shut. No, you got to get back to me on that. There's so much cinema that I just love, and I think we knocked a big one off tonight. Kubrick is really high up for me as well.
That
I want
one,
to
think,
do. I want to do a
the-
Nolan. I want to do Quentin Tarantino, Fincher. I want to do. There's a bunch of directors, bunch of.
With Tarantino, you could expand it out to produce too, to get True Romance and.
So I also I want to do it. I want to do one where we have a set list of like we're not picking 13 movies out of 20 or 30. I want to picking 13 movies out of 13. And Tarantino would be one that we actually could. Where like number one, you're actually not picking because it's just the last movie left. So then it kind of changes the strategy a little bit, but we haven't quite dove into a movie where it's that limited. But Tarantino might be that first option.
Yeah, there's a few directors that are on my director shelf. Tarantino's one of them, so I would be happy to be here for that. I'm happy to be back for anything, though, guys. You guys are the best.
Cool. We're glad to have you, JJ, Alyssa. It's time to get out of here. You already get
Let's
out.
wrap it up.
Rock
Let's
and
shut
roll.
it out with, of course, this. Folks, if you're here on YouTube, like, subscribe. We appreciate you being here. Drop a comment. Let us know what we missed, what we need to. Otherwise, if you're on the podcast, same thing. Like, subscribe. Help us keep the lights on here. Otherwise, they're turning off, and we don't like that happening. But thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next time.
So dramatic.